Welcome back to Power Panel 365. This is your host, Star Coates, and tonight I'm going to talk about perms for black women. Now, I put out a video from the podcast, and it was titled "Ain't Nothing Like a Bad Perm," and I titled it that way because we don't realize, even though perms can make your hair look more manageable and shiny and all these different straight and all these different things, the chemicals that are inside of the perms are considered harmful, dangerous. Also, some of these same chemicals are used as pesticides, and we wouldn't go into like Home Depot or something like that and say, hey, let me get a bottle of pesticide, and you go home and shampoo your hair with it, or use it as a conditioner or something like that, because we know directly what we're putting into our hair, because visually we see that it's stated, that it's a pesticide. So we would normally just take that pesticide and use it, as a shampoo or a conditioner or something else to straighten our hair, knowing that it says that on the bottles. But black women today still use these products on their hair. Now, some people know that or have heard that the perms aren't good for them. Later, consequence follows. Some of the women have lost their hair, or their scalp, has been burned really badly. Or as a result of using the perms, they don't have much hair growth because they ruin the follicles. You also have cases where, someone might not have permed their hair correctly, or had too longer hair, and the hair flapped down and got to their eye, and the perm might have done something to their eye, or they damaged the skin on their edges from perming too much. And then not only that, they're adding other things to the perms. Once they're finished, they'll do like a perm, and then they'll dye their hair, then they'll curl it, so then we call it dyeing and frying. So they'll be putting all these different things, all these different chemicals upon their head, not knowing all these things cause a different type of reaction. Medically, some of the issues that have arose from using perms are like I just described earlier, fibroids, and women complaining, of pains and things like that, and having to go in and get those fibroids removed. Now, there are other ways to get rid of the fibroids, but some people go into the hospitals or the doctor's office, and what's recommended is the surgical procedure to remove the tumors. And these women, they constantly go out and they'll still buy these things, even though they hear that this is something that's happening, or a cause and effect of using these perms. And it's not advertised widely that the perms are bad for you. They're just advertised, oh, here's a perm that's organic, or here's a perm that has a no-lie relaxer, here's a perm that's this or that. They try to market them as safe after they've been outed as dangerous or unhealthy. So sometimes they'll kill off that product and come out with another product, but yet it's still doing the same chemical reaction to your hair as the last perm. They have not figured out ways besides to just remarket and reterm what they're stating is inside of the perms. So I would advise anyone that, if you want straighter hair or more manageable hair, to wear more protective styles, or if you like to get your hair straightened, at a salon, or if you're um, experienced, you can do it at home yourself, and you know exactly what to use and what to put on your hair, and how much heat to use and so on. I suggest that you do it at home. But as far as relaxing, every time you relax, you're putting more and more of those chemicals into your body. Thank you for tuning in to Power Panel 365.